WPPG Next is updated. Finally, we have Tailwind CSS under the hood. We have new Gutenberg structure. We have several new Gutenberg blocks that we can use on our projects. We have server-side rendering example. We have static blocks example. We have extending example, and lots of stuff with block editing, with color changing, text changing, image changing, and much more. My name is Maxim Marko. Let's see what we have new inside WPPG Next. I created a test website and will be working on this one. First of all, I need to go to WPPG Next website and generate new WordPress plugin starter kit. So let's type some information and get the new starter kit. A bit silly name, but you can name it as you wish. And next I need to type some more information about me, and after this I can generate the plugin. Waiting several seconds until all the files and folders will be prepared for you, and then click download plugin button. Save this zip archive on desktop, and after this you simply can close this website. So we download this zip archive to our desktop, and now we can move this, unzip it using our file system, or simply use the plugins page on our test website. I will be using the second approach and choose file and install now. Also waiting several seconds until the plugin will be installed, and before clicking an active plugin button we need to make one more step. Our plugin is using Composer, so we need to generate auto loading files. As you can see, the plugin is uploaded to our plugins folder, and I can simply drag and drop it to my VS Code. And after this I can open the terminal and type Composer install. In several seconds the auto load files will be generated, and we can use namespaces and other PHP features in our project. So now let's see what we have new in our WordPress plugin starter kit. First of all, let's go to the package.json, and as you can see here are lots of packages and libraries. So let's just type npm install to run the installation of all these packages and libraries. And while it is installing, I want to show you some new stuff inside this file. So we have three types of scripts. The first one is only for Gutenberg development. So here is the WP scripts setup and Tailwind. Also we have only for native JS development, native JS. It's here is React.js and all this nice Babel and other stuff that can be used on our inside our WordPress plugin. And the last one is I created this set to run all these commands, Gutenberg environment and native JS environment in one place. So now if you want to work with all these features with native JS and Gutenberg blocks, you should use this setup. So I will be using this last approach, so I will remove this to make the file much cleaner. Okay, after that we installed all the packages and libraries. We can check what we have. We have two main commands: npm run start and build. At the moment I want to run development command and I will do it. That's it. After this we can work with our file systems and create new stuff, edit existed ones and yes. Now let's go to the before we go to the admin panel, I want to show you one more improvement in this WordPress plugin starter kit. It's Tailwind CSS. Here is the input file where you can set some extendings. You can set up your Tailwind environment as you wish. For example, here I set several breakpoints that I'm working with very often, and also I extended the grid from 12 to 20, and also you can use this new grid system inside your plugin. And now let's go to the admin panel. First of all, we can finally activate the plugin, and as you can see, plugin is activated successfully. Go to the pages and create new page. I name this file block, but you can obviously name this not file but page as you wish. And when you click the plus button, you can see that we have the new category for the Gutenberg blocks. I removed the previous approach of using Gutenberg blocks almost entirely, and at the moment all the files you need are containing inside the CRC Gutenberg folder. Even PHP files are also here. Here you need to import new blocks in this index.js file, and you can work with Gutenberg blocks only inside this Gutenberg folder. There is one more place where you can make more changes to your Gutenberg blocks. For example, features Gutenberg custom blocks, and here you can see that you can add some external libraries. Here is an example of using external libraries. Yes, it's not the best approach. We can also use the slick slider inside our JavaScript using import, but in case you don't want to work with native JS, with JavaScript compilator, you can use these libraries like this. You can enqueue them using WP enqueue scripts. Also inside this file you can generate new category. You can place your Gutenberg blocks in different categories. So here is the example of how to create new category inside inserter. And also here is this function is automatically connects all the Gutenberg blocks to our system. So let's see what we have. As you can see, here are only 3 Gutenberg blocks, but if you check the our Gutenberg folder, you have a bit more Gutenberg blocks. It's because some of them are child blocks, and these child blocks are available only inside parent blocks. So here is the child block, parent block that contains child block, and this child block is available only inside this parent block. Okay, let's start from simple server-side rendering block. I think this block is the best if you don't want to use React.js, if you're not familiar well with React.js, with all this stuff, and you want to work with PHP, but you need to work with Gutenberg. You can simply set up your block. You can split your HTML markup to blocks and to section, for example, and each of these section will be separate Gutenberg block. And here is the default setup of this server-side rendering. It's example. You can copy this file, you can copy this folder and rename the block itself, folder, title, and all other stuff I think you don't need to use, only if you need to add some attributes. For example, here we have an ability to change the text, and this text will be saved to our front end. So you have the same appearance as inside editor and inside the front end. So yes, and here there is very straightforward way to work with this block. You can place here your HTML and let's change for example the text font background color red 500, and we'll see what we have. And yes, as you can see here, we don't have any issues with editor when you refresh the page. You don't need to click attempt recovery button because all these changes are from PHP file, and after refreshing the page they are dynamically loading. So yes, it's one more benefit of using server-side rendering blocks. But opposite to this, static blocks are much faster, and let me show you some static Gutenberg blocks. For example, let me make this a bit wider because it's too narrow, and I can do it right here. And yes, now I can make it a bit wider. After this, I can simply duplicate this group and remove this, and let's add this new block. And this block we need to place here to make it nicer. And as you can see, here is the parent block and here is the child block. Child block can be duplicated. You can make the changes of the title. You can upload the image here. You can make the changes of opacity, and I think that's it. It's very quite simple block, but the benefit of this block, it is saved entirely inside database, and it's very fast. When you loading the server-side rendering block, it's I think 5 or even 10 times slower than these blocks. They are very fast, even if you use the heavy sliders or animations. It's very fast. And but the cons of using these blocks is if you go to, for example, card save this file, if you want to make changes of this block, this won't be changes won't be applied until you make some changes inside editor. Let me show you what to change to let you show. For example, video. I hope this is correct. And I made a change of this file, and when I refresh the page, as you can see, we don't have any changes. To get these changes, we need to go to admin panel, and as you can see, we need to click attempt recovery block. Also, the one frustration, or how to call it, you place this aspect video inside save.js, but your edit.js file didn't change. So that's why we have this square images right here. But when you save the changes, you will get this changed style of these images. Okay, and what we have more here? What we have more? Let's add one more group. Let's make it 100% full width. Let's remove all the paddings, and let's place here slider. We have quite complex Gutenberg block, and inside this slider has several child blocks. Let me duplicate it several times. And as you can see, this parent block has child block that has its own child block. So you can make changes of all of this stuff. You can set prefix, you can make changes of this text using rich text. You can change the background text color. Let me make background not so pinky, but yes, also here, and I'm a very cool designer, so yes. Let me save this, and here is we have this slider, full width slider with this nice design. In this case I'm using view.js file where I set all this code to call the slick slider plugin. I showed you in the start of the video that I was using external library, and here is the time to show you why I needed the external libraries. Here is the external libraries I used, and they are loading before the our block, and that's why we have this nice slider. But one more time, we can use our front-end folder to create this slider using imports and other ECMAScript 6 features, etc. And the last one, the last stuff is extending. We can extend existing Gutenberg blocks, and here is a small example of that, how we can extend, for example, paragraphs. And go to our website, click, type something, and here I can highlight our text, and by default it's strong, but you can change the background of this strong tag using extending this section that is created right here. So yes, you can check how it works, and you can extend, I think, every block you wish inside your WordPress website. And yes, save. What we have an issue. Yes, we have an issue. Why it doesn't work? Okay, unexpected issue. Okay, it is work for me for the future. I think I need to make some updates of this small Gutenberg block. I'm almost sure there is issue with NQ style, but I need to check this. So thank you for the watching. Oh, by the way, if you are a Tailwind developer, if you very smart and knowledge with these new features, I have issue with Tailwind CSS 4.1. The issue is, let me show you, when I remove this stuff from this file and I go to the admin panel, as you can see, all the styles are gone. And is the strange stuff, because I have this file here. As you can see, I have this file and I have all the Tailwind CSS for new features here, and the classes also here. For example, let me check for some class. Yes, we have this class here, and also about background. Oh, here is the background, and as you can see, we have this background also here, but for some reason this CSS stops applying if we don't have any custom CSS here. Only I add here some small CSS rule and refresh the page. I have this nice template. And also remove, upload, refresh, don't have styles. Go to front page, refresh, all the styles here. So I use the same file for front end and for back end, but for some reason, if we don't have this extra class, it's not necessary to place here this class, but we can use another one. The editor stops working. The editor style stops working if I don't have any external class. So yes, if you know how to fix this issue, please let me know. I will be appreciated, and thank you very much for the watching. Have a nice day.